Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Caesar Flickerman Show. We are back again. Before we begin, I would like to apologize for my appearance. I know I don't look quite as good without my blue hair and makeup, but I'm going for a more toned-down look for this year's Hunger Games. After our winner last year was from one of the, shall we say, lesser districts, I thought I would dress up in his honor, or should I say, dress down. I should also say that I'm very excited to be reporting to you live from Paris, France. I mean, Paris, the capital, one of the capital's finest cities. Now, before we begin, I should explain why exactly I am reporting right now, when, as you can see, it's night outside. Well, we have just received the ranks from the games makers. That's right. All of the tributes have been ranked out of a score from 1 to 13 by the games makers, which is how the games makers think these tributes are going to do in the games. I, of course, have my own opinions, so I will be giving you their ranks and then providing my own analysis on how I think the tributes will do this year. So I say we should begin. First up, we're going to have the tributes from District 1. They are S.J. Liegner and Kelly Doyle, and their mentor is going to be Connor Dugan. Now, a note about the mentors. All of the mentors are tributes who competed in last year's Hunger Games. Now, I know what you're saying. Caesar, I thought they were all dead. And they are. But the Capitol has made mutations to look and act just like the players did. Exciting, right? So, in the case of District 1, they appear to have an advantage, as their mentor is Connor Dugan, last year's upset winner. But I actually think this is a disadvantage. Yes, Connor is a great champion, but he's still a mere human, while the other mentors are, like myself, superhuman mutated beings with advanced destructive power. And it appears that their stylist has dyed these two tributes' hairs bright colors, which, while stylish, isn't necessarily good for camouflage. As always, one should not count out the tributes from District 1, and despite the disadvantages I've mentioned, they have both been given very high rankings of 10. That's right, a 10 for S.J. Liegner and a 10 for Kelly Doyle. Now, it has come to my attention that Kelly Doyle was raised by wolves for the first 4.5 years of her life, which will give her extra insight into the wilderness of Gambier, Ohio. She's also a champion at finger jousting, so that will come in handy if any fingers are found at the cornucopia, I guess. As for SJ, we had an interview a little while back, and I was told that they're always available to kill people in the Shakespearean sense, bow chicka bow wow. Now, I have no idea what that means or who this Shakespeare fellow is, but SJ certainly seems confident. The games makers clearly see potential in these two tributes, which is a reason for their high rating. Next up, the tributes from District 2. From District 2, we have Nick Lenn and Megan Shaw, and their mentor is Lauren Katz. Now, this team is really exciting. On the outside, both of these tributes appear cuddly and sweet, but they each possess a unique and deadly talent that will serve them well. For Nick Lenn, he has what I call the hug of death, where he will hug you and hug you and hug you until eventually you die, I guess. It's a useful skill, and even if he doesn't kill anyone with it, it is bound to make some of the tributes really late for something. As for Megan Shaw, she is a classically trained singer in District 2, and has a powerful belt that can emit a sonic boom and destroy competitors. They have a lot of potential and been given high rankings accordingly. Megan Shaw has a rank of 11, while Nick Lenn has been given a rank of 13, although the games makers told me this is not because of any skill he possessed, but because he's just so gosh darn nice. Next up, the tributes from District 3. District 3 consists of Noah Detzer and Emily Erblick. Their mentor is Eddie Baxter. District 3 will be operating under the mentoring prowess of Eddie Baxter, who was one of Caesar's picks last year for the win. And they are going to need his mentoring because this doesn't look like the strongest team, having both been assigned a rank of 3 by the games makers. And it's not hard to see why. Let's start with Noah Detzer, who is the first 8-year-old to ever compete in the games. It seems that in preparation for the games, this 8-year-old had some machine or sorcery or something stretch him out to be 12 feet tall. Now, this should be an advantage, but his height is just so egregiously off-putting that he kind of comes across as alarming rather than threatening. Of the two, I think Emily Erblich has the best chance. She's certainly enthusiastic about the games, as she is enthusiastic about everything. Hopefully, that enthusiasm can translate to a win for District 3. Next up, we have the tributes from District 4. District 4 consists of Eric Nihans and Claire Berman. Their mentor is Nathaniel Katz. They both seem like very fine people. Eric has been given a score of 6 by the games makers, and Claire has received a 7, which are both fine scores. But it's hard for me to talk about them, really, because, well, their mentor is Nathaniel Katz. Now, viewers will remember that last year, Nathaniel was a tribute paired with Lauren Katz, and, well, this year, Lauren Katz is mentoring the tributes from District 2. Which means that once again, these two Katzes are being pitted against each other. And for what? Why? What good could possibly come of this? Why must we keep making them fight? Next up is District 5. The tributes from District 5 are Peter Biren and Hannah Ferschler. Their mentor is Rosie Willett. I had the opportunity to speak with District 5 mentor Rosie Willett, and she had this to say about her tributes. Our first tribute, Peter Biren, enjoys long walks on the beach, candlelight dinners, and the finer things in life. However, he doesn't allow his love of luxury to hold him back. He has a vast knowledge of a range of fighting techniques that will allow him to succeed in the arena. Speed and stealth are the signifiers of a champion, so look for Peter at the end of the games because he is here to win. The games makers must have agreed with Rosie's assessment, as they have given him a score of 8. Rosie had this to say about her other tribute, Hannah Ferschler. The Lady of Electricity, Hannah Ferschler may win the hearts of the public with her dulcet tones and sensual body. However, she'll probably get distracted if a duck wanders into the arena or if the stars come out. Her fierce energy may help overcome her natural defenselessness if teamed with the right person. The games makers have given her a score of 4. Now, personally, after speaking to Miss Willett, I think that both of their odds should be higher. Rosie has vowed to me that District 5 will be taking home the trophy. Next up, we have District 6.